Let's talk about long-term stays versus short-term stays when you are visiting gyms in Thailand and how trainers and the gyms might treat you differently in either case. Now, this is a question that commonly comes up in the comment section or in my DMs and emails because for people planning, especially for their very first trip to Thailand, a lot of times they have like a lot of gyms that they want to visit and kind of like check off their list, but they might not have like all the time in the world to properly settle into each gym and stay at each gym for a few weeks. Because I can really talk about this topic for hours and hours, this post is not going to talk about like your travel plans and what you should decide to do based off your goals. But if you do want to know more about that, you can buy my book on Amazon. This is more so just going to be about the pros and cons on short-term versus long-term stays at Muay Thai camps in Thailand. Most people stay at one gym for about 1 or 2 weeks. That means for a trainer that works in Thailand, they are seeing a very high turnover rate of people, of customers, of people visiting, etc. It is impossible to warm up to every single person immediately when you are used to seeing people just come and go, come and go, come and go. So if you are planning on staying just a couple weeks or even less, that is something that you have to keep in mind. People are not purposely trying to ice you out or come off like mean. It could just take people a long time to warm up to a newcomer. And that long time can be weeks, it can be over a month. Plus, having a language barrier doesn't help. So if you can only afford to stay like 1 or 2 weeks at this one gym, if you do want the trainers to warm up to you a little bit faster, make more of an effort to connect with them. Go up to them, ask them how they are, learn some phrases in Thai, and this will kind of fast track the warming up period. Another con to only staying at one gym for 1 to 2 weeks is that as soon as you're getting used to that gym's like routine or culture, you're leaving. So it's like you don't really ever get a chance to kind of like settle in, especially if you're like just came from traveling off a long flight and you just beginning to feel good, like in shape, on pads, beginning to feel like sharper timing, sparring, things like that. Unfortunately, there isn't really anything you can do about this aside from the fact that just journal down everything you've learned while you were there and try to apply it as soon as you move on to the next place or when you go back home. Now, if you're staying for a month or more, I feel like this is really great because the trainers in the gym have time to understand what your specific needs are, where you fall short, what you need to work on, as well as what your strengths are. As with any kind of connections, more time generally leads to deeper connections, but it also unfortunately makes it really hard to leave. I personally would prefer one very high quality experience with genuine deep connections as opposed to multiple experiences where as soon as they start to learn my name or my style, I have to leave and it's nothing more than surface level. But of course, my goals might be different from yours. And if you need more help planning your trip to Thailand, check out my book that's available for purchase on Amazon called The Ultimate Guide to Training in Thailand.